rectifier circuit experiment. For this experiment, you know why we need rectifier circuit? Because our voltage supply is 220 volt AC, but some instruments require low voltage AC. That's why we need rectifier circuit. For this circuit, we need the components, that is a step-down transformer. That is step-down transformer, which will reduce the high voltage to low voltage. Then we need a load resistor. For load purpose for load resistor. Then we need for filter purpose we need a that is electrolyte capacitor. And then also for rectifier purpose we need diodes. That is we are using for I1N4007. Because it is a unidirectional component, so it can be used for the rectification. Because our AC signal has the positive half cycle and negative half cycle. For this diodes, because it is two terminal components, one terminal is anode and another is also cathode. Why there is a white color band is there, that side is known as the cathode and another terminal is known as the anode terminal. So that for this rectifier circuit, we need 4 numbers of diodes. 4 numbers of diodes. Then we will go for the circuit diagram. This is our circuit diagram. This is your circuit diagram. This is your step down transformer. So this primary side is giving the AC input, that is 220 volt. Then this is your secondary side, that is for the low voltage, and this secondary side voltage will apply it to our bridge circuit. But in bridge circuit, what happens now in AC circuit, because this is volatility will changes, so that in A terminal is when it is positive cycle, it is that is positive, and B terminal will be negative. In this condition, D1 and D3 will be forward bias and it will conduct. Then when negative cycle, then A terminal automatically will be negative and B terminal will be automatically positive. So that in this condition, D2 and D4 will be conduct. So accordingly, both the half cycles will conduct in the bridge circuit. So now we will go for the circuit diagram connection. So this is the step-down transformer which is inbuilt, and this is your bridge circuit D1, D2, D3 and D4. So accordingly now we are applying AC voltage. So now here you are getting AC voltage. To get the AC voltage frequency, you are applying, we are setting the time velocity 5 milliseconds. So 2 is equal to 20 milliseconds. Accordingly we are getting the 50 Hz signal. For the amplitude, we have the setting that is 10 volt, and it is coming the amplitude that is 29 volt peak to peak voltage or 2 VL. To get the PL, so peak to peak by 2, this we are getting VL. So that is coming 29 volt by 2, so this is 14.5 volt. To get the RMC value, so VL by root 2 is equal to RMC, so it is coming around coming it is 10.25 volt. So you can measure it by the dBm also. So it is coming. It is coming 11.4 volt, 11.5, because of the difference, because calibration is both in different, so it is measuring different voltage. Then we are coming for the output voltage. So this is your output voltage. For the positive half cycle, that is coming this one, and for negative is this one. So it is coming, both half cycles are coming, so it is called full wave rectifier circuit. If you go for the frequency, that is time basis, that is 5 milliseconds, so it is coming, that is 100 Hz frequency. Then for the amplitude, that is coming, V by is 5 volt, and it is coming total 2.6 division. So it is coming around 13 volt DC. So it is pulsating DC. Then we can measure also by dBm. So it is coming around 9 volt pulsating DC. Then after you can get the pure DC, you can use capacitor filter that you are using here. Now it is coming, that is DC voltage. This is your ground, and it is coming after this is your pulsating. In this case, you can get the V max and also V min. So V max is coming around 14 volt and V min around coming that is 12 volt. So V max and V min plus by 2 is equal to V average. So V average is coming, you can see also V average here. It is coming 13.8 volt pure DC. So this is the rectifier circuit and thanks for watching. You can comment. Jai Jagat.